This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black business and related news, strategy, and events, right here on Hot 91.1, the soul of VA.
Greetings, 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 greetings.
I just want to thank everyone in this room for being a part of this mission, which is not only grand, but very personal to me. But what is exactly an accelerator program? Well, if you're from Hampton Roads and you hear Accelerator, you might think of our friends at 757 Accelerate who are in the room today. Hi, 757. And 757 Accelerate, like most accelerators, scale and grow startups, specifically tech startups generally. And that's normally the focus of accelerator programs. What separates B-Force Accelerator is that to meet the unique needs of the Black business community, we took that same lean, effective accelerator model and applied it to Main Street and startups, completely industry agnostic, meeting businesses wherever they are in their business journey. To do that, we leveraged the talent pool that we already had access to, being Hampton Roads Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We were able to access lawyers, CPAs, branding experts, business consultants, and I'd just like to take a moment right now to recognize all of the consultants of B-Force Accelerator who are in the room. If you're a consultant, can you put your hand up, please? With the talent pool we had access to, we trained business owners to become consultants. And for those who were already active consultants, we helped graduate their resources and their skill sets to be able to accomplish this endeavor that we had in front of us. Armed with these brilliant consultants and combined with the catalytic funding that we received from our partners, we were ready to transform the business landscape of Portsmouth. But why? Why B-Force Accelerator? We now know what it is. Why is it here? Well, at the core of it, it's this. The same conversations are had over and over again. Conversations about disparity and opportunity in the Black community. Conversations about the wealth gap and what will we do. Conversations about the ownership gap in Black communities. We have these conversations asking the questions, analyzing the problem. B-Force Accelerator is here to be a solution. Not only are we addressing the Black business community wherever they are, but we're addressing the community as a whole. As the solution, we want to close the gap in access to capital, involve more Black-owned companies in government contracting, close the holes in the community where we see them, and replace lack with abundance. I just want to thank everyone in this room for being a part of this mission.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry, I've been working real hard lately, so excuse me, I'm already in the evening time. But good afternoon, everyone. I think most of you may know who I am. If you don't, you can read the information in the program and you will find out very quickly. One thing you must know, I will be bold, I will be brief, and I will be seated. So just keep that in mind. But this is truly an honor and a privilege for me to be before you today. When Blair had contacted me to kind of provide some comments to you all as entrepreneurs and business leaders, I said, I can do that. Because not only am I the mayor of the city of Portsmouth and I serve our community and our citizens to the best of my abilities, I'm a business owner in the city of Portsmouth. I'm the president and principal officer of Commonwealth Employee Benefit Solutions. We are probably only one of a few minority-owned benefits firms in Hampton Roads. And so I want to share with you, as a minority business owner, I understand completely what are some of the challenges that each of you may have to overcome in your process of going into business, of growing your business, and excelling at your business. One of the things I learned a long time ago, you guys, when I came here 30 years ago, was that I understood very quickly I wanted to be in business. I was in the United States Navy, and through that process, it helped me understand what leadership was all about and working with others to achieve goals. After leaving the Navy, of course, I went to work in corporate America. But before I continue on with that, my foundation really came from my mom. My mom, and because it's Mother's Day coming up, many of you in here may be moms and you may appreciate this story. My mother is still the smartest lady I know. But the reason she's the smartest lady that I know is because I watched her example. You see, Willie Mae Glover didn't have a big college education. In fact, she didn't finish high school. She had a strong work ethic, and she was determined. She raised 6 children, and all of us turned out to be okay. The most important things that she taught us was our value system, and I remember her saying, there's 4 things that you need to do. And of those 4 things, the first thing is you need to earn an education, because that's something that can never be taken away from you. And second, when you earn education, you go find a job or a vocation and you participate in it so it can pay your bills. And then once you find that job and education and you participate in it, then you make sure that you identify something in your community that you can give back to. That can be an organization. It can be whatever you're passionate about. You need to give something back once you earn that a living. And the last, and I always look at it, the most important thing is I don't care what level you attain. I don't care how much you earn. I don't care that you're the mayor of the city of Portsmouth. Don't you ever forget where you came from. So that's always been my guiding force, and Paula and I, my wife, we've been blessed to raise 2 strong, independent adults. And with that, I'm just going to share a few nuggets that I learned in business. So I started my company with 1 client. Some of you may remember that if you've ever done it. And I started knocking on doors because that's how you grew your business when I started. And I still have that same client that I knocked on the door almost 17 years ago. But one thing I understood about being in business is that no one was going to give me an opportunity if I wasn't willing to participate. I can give you everything that you need, but unless you show up and show out and listen and learn and pay attention and be accountable to the results, you probably won't have success. And let me give you a secret. There's no secret to success. It's all about hard work. It's about failures and successes. It's about ups and downs. It's about sometimes crying, and it's about sometimes screaming. Only at yourself, though, okay? Don't cry and scream at anybody else, because that'll get you in a lot of trouble. But the most important thing that I've learned through my business experience is my faith. My faith. Because I always ask people, if you tell me you have faith, you really have faith when you go into business. You really have faith when you go into business. Because I can tell you stories, man, starting out, there won't be a whole lot of money coming in. It might be for you, but it wasn't for me. And you've got to believe in what you're trying to deliver, and what you're trying to provide as a service is something that you're passionate about, and you're willing to stay in the game until you cross the threshold. Some it can be early, some it can be late, but you won't succeed unless you stay in the game and you stay committed to your passion and your purpose. This whole political thing, this is a part-time gig, y'all. Just remember. But it comes with full-time hours. I'm grateful, truly grateful and humble. I never thought I would be standing in front of a group talking to them about how to succeed. But all I know, I'm not special, but I'm somebody who cares, and I'm somebody who wants to make a difference. And I know that through hard work and perseverance, we can do all things. And when I think about what really motivates me, as an African American, when you look at our history, we've overcome a lot. And I've always used that as my motivator when I get down and things get difficult. You know, in my office, if you ever come to my office, I have some sayings from African American leaders in my office. One of those sayings is from Harriet Tubman. And it goes like this: if you hear the dogs, keep going. If you hear the shouts, keep going. If there are people falling and things are getting pretty rough, keep going. If you want a taste of freedom, keep going. Now I'm going to give you my formal remarks real quick. I'm delighted to take part in today's landing ceremony for Black Brand. No, I'm serious. Let me say that again. I'm delighted to take part in today's landing ceremony for Black Brand's B-Force Accelerator participants. I can't say enough about Blair and her team. She is truly a visionary who I adore. The city of Portsmouth recognizes and appreciates the importance of Black Brand's role and mission in promoting and transforming our local, regional, national community via access, education, opportunity, and development. Your efforts to fortify local businesses through the innovative B-Force Accelerator is impressive. And it is an exciting learning opportunity for businesses, and it plays a crucial role in strengthening Portsmouth-based businesses, which opens a pathway to job creation in our wonderful, historic port city. Through the B-Force sessions, 27 businesses were able to consult with attorneys, CPAs, and the like, and you have already heard that, to provide significant practical assistance to many underserved small business owners. On behalf of the Portsmouth City Council, the city manager, Ms. Angel Jones, and staff, thank you, Ms. Jones. We congratulate Black Brand on a job well done, and we offer our best wishes to these businesses who have successfully completed the course. Thank you for this opportunity, and enjoy the rest of the festivities.
Can we just get one more hand for Mayor Glover there? That was incredible. Many of us in here are business owners, and some of us in here are creatives, sculptors, painters. I see some musicians in the crowd, but we're really one. We create something where there was once nothing. And with that, at this point in the ceremony, we will now have a spoken word piece delivered by one of the top poets in the Hampton Roads spoken word community, and he goes by the name of Q5. Q5, please come to the stage.
Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you to Black Brand for having me. Can y'all make some noise for yourselves, please? All right, not gonna hold you too long. So here it is. If you can hear me, say word. Word. If you can hear me, say word. All right. Exercising my heart and my brain to put the words on a page, but it's painful. To eulogize the old me, you think I would be grateful for the aggressive growth and progress made. I'm not the same dude. I was even at beginning of month, the old me used to stunt in a sense of overthinking, not knowing what it is I want, but I flipped the switch now, I'm dreaming bigger, thoughts clearer, I'm not hesitant anymore to just pull the trigger on my life. There's more that I want to see, to accomplish, I want it all. I'm trying to be a light in my community, in the world at large. I think I'm ready to put up a fight for what I believe, my heart on my sleeve. It's time to be the change I want to see. It's time to be the change I want to see, but it all starts with me. So RIP to the old me, we ain't homies. Please don't act like you know me. I'm changing, yes. So RIP to the old me, we ain't homies. Please don't act like you know me. I'm changing, yes. In my new life, everybody can't have access. I made myself available in excess. Wasn't my best choice, had to get absent and learn how to use my voice. Timid and soft-spoken, now I gotta make noise and speak up for myself. Establish boundaries, cause I'm bound to be the epitome of victory. Felt bad all the way down to the pit of me, cause I had to cut people off I thought I needed or that loved me. Had to learn how to hug me, cause I was giving all the love away to everyone else like it was drugs. See, building people up, but my own mental was crumbling. But I flipped the switch, walked a better path, and got my mind right. It's never easy, a constant battle. I know I can win. I wanna be a light in my community and the world at large. I think I'm ready to put up a fight for what I believe, my heart on my sleeve. Time to be the change I wanna see. It's time to be the change I wanna see. But it all starts with me. So RIP to the old me, we ain't homies. Please don't act like you know me. I'm changing, yes. So RIP to the old me, we ain't homies. Please don't act like you know me. I'm changing, yes. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Q. That was amazing. Let's keep this path of this journey of energy that we're on. I'd like to bring our next guest, who is also full of energy. Many of you in this room may already know him. He is the owner of watch company Tally and Twine. I'd like to bring up Randy Williams.
Thank you, Brian. Congratulations to all the graduates. If you see that bio in the program, you can go ahead and tear that page out, because it's RIP to the old me. Don't act like you know me if you see me out here. I was asked to share just some inspiration to the graduates. I had the honor of being one of the mentors for the B-Force program, and it's so great to be able to share the things that you've learned along the way. Most of those business lessons, you probably learned them the hard way. And so getting that lesson from somebody who's been in that trenches with you and just pouring back into people in the same way other people poured into you is essential. So I want to share just three quick things about what I feel that someone should have told me when I started my business. So hopefully this helps you. The first is that the journey is actually necessary. It's not just a point A to point B. What do I mean by that? When I was living in Atlanta before I moved to Virginia, I went to my place of employment that day and the doors were locked. After about 30 minutes or so, other employees started to show up, and we quickly realized that this would be our last day at work. The owners of that business had decided to take their clients' money and not return. And that's how I found out I was out of work. Shortly thereafter, my car was repossessed. And this was one of the worst periods of time in my life. So I called my cousin up who lived here in Chesapeake. She had just moved here, had a house built, and she said, "Why don't you come and try to stay with us for a little while?" I said, "Cool, that sounds like a plan. I can I can find a job up there, but I'm always gonna go back to the Black Mecca, Atlanta, you know. I gotta go back there. That's where all the go-getters are. So I took a one-way trip here to Virginia. Some of you might remember those $79 AirTran tickets. They were loved. Can we give it up one time for AirTran? Those don't exist anymore, inflation, I'm sorry, but I made my way to Virginia, and it's only when I got to Virginia that I met my wife, I started a multi-million-dollar business, and I built connections that lasted a lifetime. So I said that to say that the journey is necessary. It may seem like you're going out of the way, but all of those things will add up to the ultimate conclusion. The second thing is to never stop learning. Raise your hand if you're in your first year of business. If you're within the first year of business. How about 2 years? How about 3? Fewer and fewer hands, right? Let's start with the 3. I see Luke in the back who raised his hand. As fast as you're moving, brother, as good as you're doing, your business is still just a baby. If I asked a 3-year-old to go out here and drive me home, it wouldn't happen. And I think a lot of times we read these newspaper clippings, we read highlights on the internet, and we see these businesses moving so fast. They made $1 million in the first year. They raised $20 million. But in actuality, most of the businesses that stick around, they start very, very slow. And that path doesn't look like this. It just kind of looks like that for a while. The mayor already told you that. So treat your business like a baby, and that will avoid a lot of stress of getting ahead of yourself. You feel like you should be here, but in actuality, your business is here. Exercise patience when you got your business, because if you treat it like a baby and you nurture it, you'll give yourself time to learn. You give yourself time to grow. And what I've learned is that owning a business is the ultimate learning experience. You learn something new about not only business, but about yourself every single day. And every aspect of your business transforms you into a different person. So keep that learning in mind. The other thing I want to talk about learning is this quote that I kind of live by. What got you here won't get you there. So the person that you were, just like the poem told us, is how I know everything is aligned. The thing that got you to start your business won't be the thing that helps you in year 3, 4, 5. You'll be a completely new person by then. I remember starting my business in our dining room. I was still working and starting my business part-time. I have an actually former coworker here. She can remember this day, but I came to work one day and I was eating my lunch, and the president of the company came in and he said, we're gonna have to let you go. And at the time, my wife was 5 months pregnant. And, you know, that was a long car ride back home. So she showed up to the house, and she was wondering why I was at home so early, so I had to break that news to her. But again, it's all about the journey. So what I decided to do, I said, baby, this is what we're gonna do. Just give me 90 days to try this business full time. Let's see what happens. After 90 days, I promise you I'll go and look for a job. If we can't pay our bills after then, so 90 turned into 120, and then those 6 months turned into a year, and I haven't looked back since. So I said that to say, thank you. You never know where that road is gonna take you. And the mayor mentioned faith, so I wanted to briefly mention this. 2 years before we purchased our building, I started looking for buildings to purchase. I had no idea how I was gonna afford it. I didn't know where it was gonna be, but I started calling up real estate agents. I started touring. I started getting my vision together about what type of building I needed. And 2 years later, everything aligned. And this is where I wanna pause for a moment to talk about the importance of the city officials in the development of entrepreneurs and development of businesses, specifically because we're at a Black brand event, people of color and businesses founded by people of color. Economic development is coming to Portsmouth. We can't afford for Black people to be left out of this economic development. Many of us, thank you. Many of us moved here when nobody else even wanted to drive through Portsmouth. My wife and I bought our home here, and actually Tally and Twine is the intersection in Portsmouth. That's how important Portsmouth is to me. And so we can't afford to let black business owners, again, be at the tail end of the development. We're gonna need the city officials and the people empowering the city of Portsmouth to put things in place to make sure that we take part in that growth. The community that built Portsmouth deserves to be a part of that development. So I just had to say that. So I wanted to talk about the economic support from the city of Portsmouth. Once I got ready to purchase my building, economic development sent me a list of properties. Some of them I hadn't seen before, and I went to tour one, and it was perfect. It was perfect. I negotiated with the seller. I was blessed that he was moving out of state, and he gave me a great deal on the property. Economic development also told me about the interior build-out grant. If some of you hadn't heard of that, I was able to use the interior build-out grant to fix up the inside of the property and so that we could move in. And I also was able to get things like, our security fee paid for, and all of that was through economic development. So can we have a hand for economic development? They've done a great job of helping small businesses. And the third and last thing before I leave is I want you to let yourself feel. Let yourself feel. Understand that challenges are normal. If you go into business expecting not to encounter any challenges, you set yourself up for failure. I don't care if you have the best idea in the world, it's not gonna come without challenges. It's not gonna come without struggle. So if you already know that going in, you'll be better prepared to handle that. It's gonna be an emotional roller coaster. There are gonna be the highs, the lows, joy, sadness. But I think that the journey, at least in my experience here in year 8, has been worth it. I want to quickly tell you about this Yale study that I found out about last week. So they asked the question, why is it that we cry tears of joy? And they wanted to study that. So these scientists went into it. They formed a group of participants. And what they discovered was that those tears of joy actually help us process our emotions. So when you've got 5, 6 different things going on in your head, you got all these emotions that you can't really put into words, the tears speak that for you. And so what that means to me is that the people who allow themselves to feel, who allow themselves to cry, those people will be better equipped to handle that business going forward. So allow yourself to feel. The journey is necessary, never stop learning, and let yourself feel. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Randy Williams. I think one of the things he did right there was bring the focus back to these participants and the journey that they went through. And that's what we're gonna do now. But rather than me describe to you their journey, I'm going to let them tell you their journey in their very own words. If you would turn your attention to whichever screen is closest to you, we are gonna allow our Portsmouth cohort of B-Force Accelerator to tell you about this journey in their very own words.
First, we want to make sure that you have a business plan. Second, I think what you would get out of this is the ability to do financial projections.
Most young, business owners in the Black community are just solo entrepreneurs. So it's very difficult to know what you don't know. Business is a very complex entity, right? It's not just operations. It's operations, it's accounting, it's human resources, it's marketing, and you are able to focus on what you strongly know, but you need to leverage a team and their knowledge and experience for other areas that you fall short in.
B-Force Accelerator, but it actually made me slow down because they give you proximity, and they also give you exposure to all of these great people that are out here to help us.
Before B-Force, I was shooting in the dark, so it's like a shot in the dark. So basically, they came with a light, like a flashlight. Like, look, we've done this before. We have proven models, proven studies. This is the direction you should go. and they basically give you a plan, a map.
The African American community and the minority community as a whole does not usually get this type of intel on how to run a business. We're most of the time minorities. We're kind of told how to hustle, but not really how to be a business. And so just coming with an open mind and realize that people are put in place to assist. People are here to put in place to help you expand your business.
The most valuable part of B-Force Accelerator to me was being able to network with other business professionals and develop strong partnerships in the community. So if you're like me and you're all about business and hustle, you oftentimes don't get that opportunity to get out and network and meet people. But in order to build your brand, in order to help other people in the same endeavors, you got to network, you got to get out and just help each other.
What was good to me to see was the amount of professionals in the area that are willing and invested to help.
They offer so many resources to us, one being consultants in every area that you would need. And also, I've been afforded the opportunity to network even more so. My network pool has expanded. It's great to be able to communicate with other people who are proficient in their area and get information from them and leverage that information to make your business grow and to help others grow in their business as well.
Me and my mom, we've been working on it, but we didn't really know where to start. So I'm working with people now to get my website created. So I think that's really cool because there's certain things that I wasn't even thinking about that they're like, oh, but you could do this and you could do this and you can do. I was like, ah.
I think the biggest thing is the networking with the other professionals and also just opening my mind to the possibilities of what I could do with my practice and how to help the community. I thought it was just going to be learn more about business because as optometrists, we didn't have a degree in business to learn how to run a company. And so I thought it was just going to be a lot of lectures, but we've actually been teamed up with consultants, exclusive consultants that, can tell us everything about our business.
Financial success is the ability to start a business, be in control of that business, create jobs, create revenue, create wealth. Go get it. Whatever is necessary to do to be effective. You've been surrounded by talent. You've been surrounded by business acumen. You've been given resources and make connections. So go get it.
I wish there was a part 2 to the B-Force Accelerator so we could keep going with the guidance and the networks that they're providing for us now.
It's only up from here, and what I say when I wish people well is see you at the top.
We are going to bring one participant up on stage to address you. She is our youngest participant. I would like you to all give a hand to Sabrina Bass.
Hi. So before I get into anything, I would just like to thank B-Force for having me. I would like to thank my Aunt Tanya. She has been giving me the most confidence because I'm really nervous right now. And then lastly, I'd like to thank my mom. She's not here right now. She's all the way in Texas, but she's been helping me since birth. So thank you. Okay. So, hi, my name is Sabrina Bass. I am 13 years old, and I am from Norfolk, Virginia, but I live in Portsmouth now, and I attend William E. Waters Middle School. So I want to start off with this story. Back in 2019, it was the summer of 2019, so I was just graduating 5th grade. I had joined this program called eVision Lead Grow. And what eVision Lead Grow is it is a camp that helps young girls accomplish their dreams of a business. So after I accomplished that for the first time, I started my business and became CEO and founder of Super Slave. So what Super Slay is it is a natural cosmetic business where I sell natural nail polish, lip gloss, chapstick, and I also have press-on nails and t-shirts for sale. I've done this business for 2 years. So, and then last year I got my LLC. In these 2 years, I have accomplished many things, such as I've recently graduated my nail class. I've graduated multiple hair classes, and then I've been nominated for the Black Diamond Award twice. I haven't won yet, but hopefully this year will change it. And then I have been able to join B-Force as the youngest member. So this experience with B-Force is very helpful to me because I'm not like the other kids, and then to have get an opportunity like this, because you don't get many opportunities like this, especially at my age, because nobody's really thinking about it. I just really appreciate it. It's really uplifting to me. Some things that I have got from B-Force is my amazing mentor. I don't know if she's here, but she's really helped me out. Oh, she is here, hi. But she's helped me out a lot. I went to her business where she does food, and she has a little lounge, and I was able to work, and I was able to learn how a business runs and to get an idea of how I would want to run my business. So when I become 18, or maybe not even 18, but when I get older, I want my business to become a one-stop shop. Well, what do you mean by one-stop shop? I want it to be a place where you can get your hair, nails, makeup done, all in one place. And I started this because it was an idea at first, but the way I'm starting it now is I created my own product. So not only are you getting your hair, nail, makeup done all in one place, you're using my product instead of other people's products. So lastly, I would want to say, how could you contact me? I have Facebook, which is Super Slade, super.slayed. And then I also have an Instagram, _super.slade, spelled the same way. And then I also have a TikTok, which is the same as my Instagram. And remember, everyone, don't just get slayed, get super slayed.
We just heard the future speak.
Perfect. I was wondering if we were going to still be able to end on time. That's a huge thing for me, and it looks like we will. Yes. So for those that may not know, I am Blair Durham. I am... Thank you. Thank you, Seiko. He's like, I can play a song if you need it. It has been my honor and privilege to work with you all over the last 12 weeks. You all are an inspiration just every day. I'm always like this, really. The consultants that we have the pleasure of working with, you all are the force behind B-Force. Thank you so much. You all give way beyond what we've even asked, and I just appreciate you. To our numerous ecosystem partners that are in this room, thank you for giving of your time. Why are we doing this? Thank you for ensuring access to your resources and your networks. To our incredible sponsors who saw the need and have been willing to partner with Black Brand to fulfill it, just across the board, gratitude. And to our hardworking and dedicated staff who joined me until 5 o'clock this morning, Rebecca, Brian, Courtney, Marcia, and Danita. I'm so grateful for you all. Specifically, I want to single out the Department of Housing and Community Development. I think it was you, Courtney, that called me and said, Black Brand didn't stand a chance. But when you saw that Portsmouth Partnership had also applied and that we had a history of working together, you wanted to give us a second chance. And that is what has made this possible. So thank you so much. Speaking of Portsmouth Partnership, Michelle, thank you for just being willing to throw spaghetti on the wall until we figured out exactly how we could work together. I'm so glad that we did it. Thank you. To Pam Kroom and Jacqueline Kraft with the City of Portsmouth Economic Development, thank you for being willing to say, B-Force Accelerator, it's an approved education program, and those participants have access to your grant. That means the world to these business owners who are accessing capital for the very first time. It just means so much. Thank you. I would also like to thank our board members, and specifically, I want to thank Ronaldo Randall and George Berry, who are here today. Y'all know y'all are my brothers. I just appreciate you all so much for sticking in here with it through this journey. Thank you. Thank you to the staff of Renaissance, allowing us to stay in here until whatever time we left this morning. Thank you. Davia Archer, thank you for being willing to support. You're in here. Thank you, Davia. Our volunteers that are here, Nakia, Shakita, Juan, and Rich, thank you for being willing to support the event. And lastly, I want to say, page 2, Black Brand's mission ensures that our business community, the Black business community, has an equal shot at entrepreneurship by aggregating corporate, philanthropic, and government dollars to provide these critical services, technical assistance, as well as a supportive community. We too get to create jobs. We get to scale companies. We get to generate economic impact. I'm so, so proud of us. We are doing this together. Y'all know this. I'm rooting for you. We are cheering each other on. We're gonna end this ceremony and transition into the resource fair. Could I just take 30 more seconds real quick, since y'all didn't move? So this morning, my mom said, you're gonna take the boys to your dad's, because I gotta go to church. And I said, okay. But then she said, but what do you have going on? And I said, well, I have this big event at the Renaissance and we're gonna be celebrating the Portsmouth graduates. And she said, what time? And I was like, 1. So she came, and this was the first time she's been able to make anything we've had going on since I gave birth to little boys that she always had to keep. So Mom, I just want to say thank you, because it's your leadership, your servant spirit, all of that has made this possible. Love you, Mom. And now we can go to the resource fair.